Let's get it cracking. Let's get this thing cracking, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on one second while you guys are piling on in the room. How y'all doing? How is everybody doing this lovely evening? Shout out to everybody in the room. We are live right here on the Twitter space or the X space. What's this thing called now? I'm confused. Is it called X now? What? I'm confused as hell. I don't know what's going on with it. They didn't change the name. I'm still calling it Twitter, so I don't want to be outdated. But we in here, man. How's everybody doing? Ready to chop up great game as we always do. What's up, NYCT girl? I know you coming to the museum Saturday, right? NYCT girl, you always come through. In fact, we might have to have you to be one of the judges of the rap contest. We need some more judges for the rap contest we're having. Who's in LA? If you're in LA, raise your hand. We need some people to be judges for the rap contest that we're going to have. Which one of you guys are in LA? Who's in LA? And who can be a fair judge for the contest? If you can be a fair judge for the contest that we're having, because this time I want to have judges. Last time we had a poetry contest and we let the audience win. And then it was so close, I just kind of gave two people the prize, but I'm not going to do that this time. It's only going to be one winner. So if the audience doesn't, we can't make a definitive winner by the audience, we're going to have to go to some judges. I would like to have some judges who can judge the rap contest. Email me at info@Tariq.la if you're in LA, and if you can be a judge, info@Tariq.la. And y'all need to come on down to the museum this weekend. This Saturday is going to be cracking. We got some great comics, Black August energy all day. We got my brother Dwan B hosting. We got Edwana White, great comedian. Chris Sneed, great comedian. Comedian Al Green. We got Slink Johnson, who plays Black Jesus. He played Black Jesus on Adult Swim. Very funny brother. So it's going to be a real nice lineup with the comics. It's going to be a real nice night Saturday. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com and get everything you need to come on through. And the tickets are real cheap. They're real reasonable, man. Very reasonable tickets to come on in and have a good time with us. hiddenhistorymuseum.com, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you can rap, come on through. Register for the contest, man. We're giving away $500. So if you are a young rapper, come on through. If you are an old school rapper, you want to bust some of them Curtis Blow rhymes, come on through. Make them Curtis Blow rhymes work. When we did the poetry contest a few weeks ago, we remember, if y'all went, we had an old school dude doing some old school ass poems. Y'all remember? This brother got up there in like a tweed suit and he started doing some old Sugar Hill Gang rhymes. This poem is called Glow. Glow, do what you know. I do this, I don't do it for show. I got the latest in my hand. I do everything I can because the ladies love me because I look fine. I'm real good, I'm genuine. And if you don't think that, your mind is bad. I got something for your ass. I'm kicking it to the T.O.P. And all you niggas want to be like me. I'm like, all right, okay. This brother was going old school with the cadence. All right, player. All right. Shout out to old school. All right. Keep the dream alive. We welcome all. If you got some old school rhymes, come on, let's hear them. Let's bust them rhymes. What's up, CC Friedman? I know you. I need to let you be a judge up there too, sis, because I know you're coming through Saturday. CC Friedman be up at the museum catching niggas. She be up there trying to catch young niggas. She be in there with them short shorts and them things are thangin'. CC be in there and trapping niggas. She be in there on the prowl getting young niggas. So y'all got to come on through. We have a great time up there. Speaking of rappers or hip hop, y'all know that little Asian girl, Lil Tay. Y'all remember her about a year or so ago? Um, Her and her brother, they basically got exposed as being on some anti-black racism stuff. This little Asian girl would go around on social media doing this real stereotypical black scent. Yeah, that's the thing with them. A lot of the people in the anti-black sector of Asian society, the Aquafinas and all these people. So there was this little Tay who was going around acting like a rapper. Like, yeah, I got all this money. Y'all haters don't know nothing. I got this money, y'all. From day one, I thought her videos were extremely corny, condescending. They were not entertaining. And let me tell you something. The people who pumped her up were the tether blogs. It was them tether blogs pumping that nonsense up. And I'm like, why are y'all even pumping this up? This is clearly some anti-FBA stereotypical nonsense. That's why the Tether blogs had no problem pumping that up, because they knew the blowback falls on us, foundational Black Americans. So there was a video of her and her brother, her brother coaching her on how to talk with a black accent. And he was like, yeah, no, you got to sound more ignorant when you do it. No, no, no. Sound more ignorant when you do it. So when that started coming out, which we knew that's what their mindset was, they were trying to act as ignorant as possible to represent us, which was condescending. So they kind of fell off. So now today on Little Tay's social media site, they put up something where she so-called passed away. Her and her brother passed. They never went into detail about it. And I'm telling y'all now, this sounds like all cap. This sounds like some kind of marketing rebrand. Well, I think she's up there in Canada. The authorities, they don't know nothing about no damn death of no kid. I'm telling y'all, I think it's all cap. I'm thinking that this is some little marketing ploy they got going on to try to make her relevant again, saying that she died on her social media. And what they're going to probably do is say, hey, we got hacked. Oh, I'm not dead. Whoop de whoop. And by the way, I got a new single out. It's going to be something like that. They're going to do the I got hacked nonsense. This was because all of the little janky blogs jumped on it. I think even TMZ jumped on it, about this girl dying, and nobody goes into detail about it. Nobody says anything about how and where, and no details whatsoever. Just some random post talking about she died. And I'm saying that this is them marketing, trying to use the hip hop blogs to get her name back in the headlines so that she can come out and say, oops, it was a hoax. Somebody hacked me, and here I am, and here's a new rebrand. So we got to stop taking the bait on a lot of that stuff. We really do. Um, but we're in Black Friday, Black August rather. The Black August energy is real. I posted another video of recently. There was another chair beating, this time in Detroit. A brother caught a suspected one. I don't know the context of the video, but there was a quick video clip, and I posted it on my page, where a brother had a chair, and he was giving the beats to an SWS. So that August energy, that Black August energy, is very, very real, y'all. There's an awakening ever since that Montgomery video. There's been a lot of conversations about that. And by the way, many of the suspected white supremacists, they've been arrested. Did the brother, the chair warrior, get arrested? What's his name again? I know the police were looking for him. The chair warrior, the brother who was putting in work with the chair. His name starts with an R. I can't remember his name. I got an unsubstantiated report that they did have him in custody, and the bail was $25,000. This is what I heard. This is unsubstantiated. Don't know how true it is. Don't know how true it is, but this is what I heard. We're trying to get some more details about it, because we got lawyers and bail money on deck. So if he's locked down, please let us know what's going on so we can make sure he gets on up out of there ASAP. So y'all give me some details on that guy if you have them. But a lot of people are talking about the video still. A lot of people are still talking about the Montgomery riverboat brawl, and there's a lot of commentary on it. There's a lot of other people trying to get on the bandwagon. You know, a lot of folks are like, "Oh, we're down with Black. Well, we support you." I saw some East Indian folks. So that is phenomenal. If we had a chair, we'd use the chair too. So now everybody's getting on the bandwagon once they see some FBAs standing up to the white supremacists for real, for real. Everybody wants to jump on that wave. Okay, and it is what it is. But a lot of people, the Sambos are kind of shaking in their boots right now. The people like Jason Whitlock and others, you can tell the Sambos don't. They're trying not to rock the boat because they're fantasizing about black on black crime. That Jason Whitlock with his big jolly ass, he's up here talking about what if a black person had attacked the security guard? Would the reaction be the same? Nigga, stop it. Don't get into whataboutisms because you can't really say anything about this case negative about black people because black people were defending themselves. So you can't say anything negative about that situation without condemning the white supremacists. And a Sambo is not going to do that. Everybody knows who watched the whole video know that the actions of them black people were justified. That's why the white media, they've been kind of quiet about this video. They're talking about it because they're forced to talk about what happened in Montgomery, but they only show like the beginning video. They don't show the repercussions. So they've been kind of hush hush. They just kind of want this to go away because everybody knows, and there's been videos of white people even justifying this. The black people were fully justified in what they did. These suspected white supremacists jumped a man at his job, just doing his job. They tried to jump that man, and there were immediate repercussions. So you cannot condemn black folks. You can't use the whole, all you Negroes are violent and savage. You can't play that game because the people who attacked that brother were violent and savage, and they did it unjustifiably. And they got everything that was coming to them. So you have a lot of white people now who would just white sacrifice those people. What's up, Jail? What you trying to get? Go ahead and get it. Yeah, and then close the door behind you and make sure your brother don't lock the door. But yeah, they understand it was justifiable. They understand it was fully justifiable. And they can't sit up here and play the savage Negro game. And a lot of the white so-called liberals, they got to go along with the program because it's undeniable that the white people in the beginning were in the wrong. It's undeniable that they were in the wrong. So the best that they can do now is just try to ignore everything. And a lot of people are wondering why did this story get the legs that it got? Why are so many people hyped about this story? A lot of people are asking why are so many people celebratory about this story? Why are people so hyped? Why are people so celebratory about it? Hold on one second. Y'all go upstairs. What are you getting, Mateo? Okay, get all that and take it upstairs. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My sons are down here. But like I said, a lot of people are trying to analyze why Black society was so celebratory because of this. And hold on one second. Hold on. Mateo, go upstairs. Hold on. I can't concentrate. They're trying to put together a goddamn airplane. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right. Like I said, a lot of people are wondering why there's such a celebratory energy. And the reason why is because when we look at a lot of these situations involving Black people being attacked by these Karens and by these suspected white supremacists, you notice they usually catch us slipping somewhere by ourselves, or there's tethers around who ain't really doing nothing about it. That's been the problem. When we look at some of these high profile cases with going back to 2012, 2013 with Trayvon Martin, you got racist Zimmerman catching him slipping by himself. You had situations like Breonna Taylor, where the white supremacists snuck up in the house, the race soldiers, and started blasting in the middle of the night. And her boyfriend, by the way, started shooting back, by the way. We always forget about that. And they tried to hem him up. But Judge Olu Stevens kind of made right on that and got that straight out there. So shout out to Olu Stevens out there in Kentucky. When we see situations like Sandra Bland, they get Sandra Bland off somewhere by herself and then she ends up dead. You see a situation like Ahmaud Arbery. They caught Ahmaud Arbery by himself. And remember, the authorities there were all working in cahoots with each other to protect the people who killed him. Remember, it was us who initially got into that case and started uncovering a lot of stuff. We started pointing out the cover up in the Ahmaud Arbery case real early and started showing how all of these people were working in conjunction with each other to protect these killers. And then they started breaking bad and jumping ship. And then the guy came out, one of these lawyers was like, yeah, I saw a video of the murder and this is the video and I'm releasing it. They started copping pleas so they wouldn't get caught up. So there had to be all types of protests and marches and all of that to get justice. The situation up there in New York with Jordan Neely when he got choked out by Daniel Penny, I think that's his name. And this was on a train in broad daylight with a bunch of tethers standing around not doing anything. So we've seen a lot of these cases where Black people were getting hemmed up by the dominant society and nothing is done immediately. We've had to go through all of these weird processes where the dominant society or law enforcement, they sit up here copping pleas and trying to protect these people who harm us. So what is so exciting about what happened in Mobile, Alabama was that one, these white supremacists got so bold, they tried to do the little lynch mob thing on a brother when other FBAs were around. And that's an unprecedented thing because usually they know better. You see, usually they don't get that bold. See, this is what makes this case so interesting. These white supremacists got real bold thinking that they can jump a brother when all of those other FBAs around. Now, they thought that they would be safe because many of the people were already on the ferry and some of the other people were kind of far away from them. So they thought that they were in a safe zone. They'd get their licks in and then hop on their boat and get the hell up out of there. But they didn't expect brothers to jump in the water and just come down off them bleachers like that and surround them so quickly. Remember, the brothers caught them while they were trying to escape on boat. So it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. That Ogun and that maroon energy was stirred up on their ass. And the brothers and sisters didn't wait for the authorities to produce justice. We weren't going to wait for them the police to come and then start their cover up and then start their little jive ass investigation. Nah, nobody waited on all that. Brothers and sisters produced justice on their own. And it was swift and it was just. So that was something that we just didn't get to see on video in a while. So that's why so many people are excited about it. And, the white supremacists are copping pleas and the Sambos are copping pleas. But that's that August energy. I told people that August energy was going to be different. That Black August energy was real. I told y'all August was going to come in with a bang and that ancestral energy was going to be on hit. And it surely is. And we got a lot of folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. We're going to get some callers in a second. But by the way, everybody, join me this Saturday at the Hidden History Museum. We got a great comedy show, the Black August Comedy Show, and we're going to have a rap contest. We're going to have a great night this Saturday, 7 p.m., Hidden History Museum, 2131 West Jefferson, Los Angeles. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. That's where you can get your tickets. Let's get some callers in here. Let's get O in here. What's up, O? and then we'll get Ty in here. O and then Ty. What's up, O?
Hey, what's going on, Flex?
What's happening with you? What's on your mind, sir?
Man, I just wanted to speak to in regard to the Montgomery brawl. How one thing that we really need to pay attention to is just like the code of conduct and how everybody operated in the situation. Like, not a whole bunch of people on their phones, not a whole
Right.
bunch of screaming and yelling. Like, people got to understand when it's time to really get down, those things are pivotal. Because when it's time to
Yeah.
put in work, you need to be able to focus. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Yes, indeed.
that's really something to pay attention to. Like when it's time to go down, that's how I got to go down. No phones, jump in there, get in there. The women ain't a whole bunch of screaming, and we do what we got to do. So that's all. I just wanted to point that out.
Real good point, brother. Yeah, when y'all look at the video, you notice the video, that's how you supposed to act. You didn't have a bunch of dudes standing around on their phones. Them dudes came in war ready. Didn't nobody have a phone out on the bottom part down there where the action was. Now there were people who were like on the boats and on the stand somewhere where they really couldn't get down there as fast who had their phones. But the brothers and sisters who were down there in the mix, nobody had their phones out. Nobody had their phones. And the sisters, they weren't running around screaming. Them sisters was throwing hands too, catching them Karens. Because those Karens, see, those Karens, we've been looking at some of the other angles of some of the footage. Many of them Karens were getting their kicks in when they were jumping on that brother. Them Karens were going over there kicking that brother when he was on the ground. A lot of people didn't catch that. I've seen different angles of the fight. Them little jive ass Karens were getting their little licks in too. So when they ended up getting washed, they want to sit here and some of the white supremacist trolls want to cop please. Oh God, that's a woman, dude. Why are they beating on innocent women? No, Karen ain't innocent. Karen tried to throw a jab in there and then got that same energy right back from them sisters and the chair warrior. The chair warrior let her know what was going on too. So yeah, they are not innocent by a long shot. Let's get Ty in here. What's up, Ty? What's up, Ty?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you, bro?
It's good. I just wanted to say, yeah, that's crazy as fuck. They have their asses whooped.
Bro? What you? I can't understand you, brother. What's going on with your phone, bro?
Can you hear me?
Brother, are you in a bubble bath right now? I hear water.
Dude,
This brother is taking a midnight pomegranate bath salt
no,
soak. Brother, finish soaking, brother. You got too much energy going on. You're in your bathroom soaking your legs. Talk to you later, brother. Don't call me when y'all in the bathtub with some aroma beads in there, trying to understand your inner self. All right, let's get your shit together. All right, let's get FBA Vanilla Ice. Okay.
So
What-
yeah, I remember you talked to my homeboy, this Ayatollah dude, Muslim dude, like it was like 2 weeks ago, I remember. Yeah. So I think
okay.
yeah, so we both live in Utah, so he got offended the way you talked to him. I thought you were racist towards Muslims, like you said you can't be FBA. Why? I mean, I'm saying like we should be inclusive, so they can be FBA. I mean, they need reparations. All right. So what I'm saying is, uh, I mean, it's all about FBA is all about love and being, friendly to other.
Oh, let me get some more people. Boy, you at least make your trolling creative. You're trolling it. The premise is already bad. Damn, at least make your trolling creative. The premise is bad. You're trying to think of material on the fly. You didn't think none of it out. Boy, you people are so uncreative. Lord, at least be creative with your trolling. Let's get all right, let's get Great Lakes champion. Great Lakes champion. All right.
Yo, Tariq,
What's up, Great Lakes
what's up,
champion?
man? I just got to ask you, after the events of what happened over there in Montgomery, are you going to have some martial arts classes at your museum? I think you do
And we
something like
might
that.
need to do that. We need to have some chair kwando
That's
classes to
cool.
show brothers how to work them damn chairs on their ass. That's what we need to have. But shit, I want to go down to Montgomery and kick it with the Montgomery family just to let them know we're riding with them. You know, because again, a lot of my family's down there in Alabama. My dad was born in Montgomery, so I'm probably kin to a lot of those people that was in the brawl. By the way, shout out to those folks. All right, let's get let me see. Let's get I can, what's your name, brother? Mac Ellen LMN. Mac LMN. I can't pronounce your name, sir. There's a lot of numbers and letters in there.
Oh, MC Elemental P. I rap for you and Layla and
Oh,
Bree
well, when did you rap for us,
on
brother?
your show when you had Ism Radio, and I was at the
Oh,
reparations march too.
oh, cool, cool. Man, are you in LA?
No. I live in Miami. I flew to DC to be with y'all.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I was about to say, if you were in LA, would have you come down to the rap
I,
contest this
I
week?
would love to, cause I actually have a rap song called the Education Song, but that's another thing. But I wanted to ask you a question. Brother Nelly Fuller, he's extremely against celebrating. He says that the only time black people should ever celebrate is the day that white supremacy is replaced with a system of justice. And he has a
Hmm.
quote that says, he says, "Do not celebrate what has been done. Instead, focus on what needs to be done." So I just wanted to ask you,
Right.
what is your opinion about that?
Yeah, I understand where Neely Full is coming from. And look, we don't, we enjoy and we appreciate what was done down in Montgomery. We like that. We still have to be focused and we have to keep our eyes on the prize and we have to keep that same energy. I don't want us to get too celebratory because we kind of do have a habit. We get a little victory and then we want to celebrate that victory for 50 years. We got to keep that same energy because these white supremacists will regroup. They're very aware that they took an L down in Montgomery. The white supremacists are very well aware of that. I want y'all to know. So there has to be a global, or well, at least a nationwide codification with us, and we got to really keep that same energy because they want to retaliate in some way. They're just trying to figure out how. Um, they don't want us to be that codified. See, that's the thing that they feared, us being codified and us just understanding the assignment through osmosis, meaning that we immediately, within seconds, know how to protect each other and look out for each other and produce justice in a way to replace systematic white supremacy. So they're shaking in their boots. Be very clear. So they're trying to regroup. So we better understand that part of the game. Let's get Lord Yoda. Lord Yoda.
What's up, God? Peace, God. Peace, God.
Um, what's up, brother? How are
I'm
you, sir?
well, brother. I just wanted to say reiterate what you just said, bro. Please believe that they are at the fucking drawing board right now.
Yep.
Also, when I finally got to come down to the south and see my lineage and see where my grandma's side of my family is from, like you see, there is a sense of more of a sense of community than I'm actually from Cincinnati. My grandmother's from Atlanta. My mother, she birthed my mother in Birmingham, Alabama. So I'm
Yeah.
able to see how the sense of community is just it's more of a warm feeling here. So it's like we get on cold more so in the south like than we do up north, and that's probably like a bit of
Yeah.
dark science on the enemy's part. But I just want to encourage everybody to be on their P's and Q's and I land my plane. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, man. And I talked about this before. Like in the South, um, a lot of our grandparents, they were out there on the farms, in the woods, dealing with nature. So they understand. They still have that root work spirit. Um, we still got the grandmothers who know how to go out there in the backyard and put their hands in that soil. So there's a certain energy when you have grandmothers like that. I'm telling you, there's a certain energy that's different with sisters like that. There's a different vibe in the household when your grandmother knows how to go out there and put her hands in that soil, in that ground, and grow things and bring it in the house. There's a different energy. You understand? And they want to keep us away from that. They don't want us to have the agrarian mindset. They want us to have more of an urban mindset because they can control us in urban areas better. They just house us in projects and police the areas a certain way. And, they can better control us in urban environments. They know that. That's why I like for us to start tapping back into nature. Right now, I'm in the woods of California. Right now, I'm in Central California in the national parks area, and I take my family up here or in different wooded places and in nature places. We take little nature vacations all the time just to be in the woods. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the woods right now, surrounded by bears and owls and shit. I'm in the woods right now. So I'm getting my kids used to that. Getting your hands and feet in the soil, in the rivers and the creeks, to just understand and appreciate nature. And we're the only black people up here. We go to these places where we are now. For example, we're going around town and like we're literally the only black family here. And white people are very nice. When it's like one black family, they're very, very nice. They're extremely nice when it's one black family, because they want us to go back and tell everybody how nice they are. You know, you understand? They have no problem being nice to the one black family. Now, that niceness turns on a different trajectory when there's about six niggas. There's a six nigga rule. The white supremacists, they're very nice to one black person, maybe two, but when there's about six, like six black families or six black individuals, that's when they go on alert. There's a problem. Now we got to start questioning. Nope, we got to start asking the police to get involved. These niggas up to no good. Right up until six, I'm telling you. Claude Anderson talks about this too in one of his books. They talk about the white people are fine until that sixth black family moves in. That's when it's a problem. They're cool up until six. Six is a very pivotal number for them. And that goes back into the slave thing too, because they had laws where it was illegal for six or more black people to gather because they saw it when black people start gathering in large numbers, we start putting our heads together and start getting on code. Then all of a sudden we start turning up on their asses. So they had to start making laws and rules. If we see a group of black people together, there has to be a white person there, usually six. If there's six niggas together, nope, that's six too many. One or two working together for Master Johnson, that's fine. They're just doing their assignment. But when you get around six, now these niggas are gonna start getting on code, putting their heads together, and then they become a threat. Six niggas can do a lot of damage to white society. They understand a very small number of us on code is a powder keg. They understand that. Even with the Nat Turner Rebellion, there was only a handful of those guys in the Nat Turner Rebellion, and that caused terror all over the South. That terrorized them all over the South. So they still have that mentality. They don't like too many of us to gather around, especially when black men and black women get on code. That's why they're always trying to bust us up gender wise. Sophia, hop in, dear.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, beloved, how are you?
I'm doing great. I just want to give my FBA brothers a huge hand clap for
Yes.
the Montgomery Ball. Like y'all keep that energy. That's what we need. We
Hmm.
it's gonna do something to us black women, FBA women psychologically.
Yeah.
To see y'all stand up and say we're not, because we are the only women at this point that are not protected, and we
Yeah.
don't And there needs to be a code in place so people can know you can't run up on us, because you
Yeah.
can't run up on nobody else's women, because there are rules and regulations to that. And
Yeah.
for the dominant society that keep talking about, oh, you can't hit women, just remember what y'all do to us.
Yes. Yeah.
It's fair
Indeed.
game, because Karens are the one of the biggest instigators
Yep.
on the planet. She starts the stuff and then she runs and screams foul.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say, y'all FBA brothers, y'all keep it up. Y'all are the leaders of the world.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. But don't let them run that game where the women can't get touched. They sit up here when sisters get hemmed up. These people were laughing at Breonna Taylor getting killed. These people were laughing at Sandra Bland. These people laugh at sisters getting beat down. They think it's funny when a sister get hemmed up. Yeah. They think they start cacaing and kikiing. Oops, she shouldn't have resisted. They say all types of stuff. Well, Karen, when they got jumped on and got some of that chair action, well, they shouldn't have been kicking on people. Don't sit here and try to play the old woes me. Oh, you don't do that to women, because truth be told, if you look at the video, the white dude was trying to swing on sisters. Don't forget, in the Montgomery video, the white dude, he was running past the brothers and he tried to beat down on the sister, and then really got worked over. He really got hands and feet put on him then. So don't let them run that game. What's going on? Dark and Lovely. Hop on, Dark and Lovely.
Hey, Tariq, how are you, sweetheart?
Hey, dear, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I love the black family. I always stomp for
Yeah.
the black family. But I have a thing I want to bring up. And the thing is that either y'all fuck with the FBAs in New York or y'all don't. Which one
Hmm.
is it? Because there's a lot of little shots going on towards New York. And if y'all fuck with us, y'all fuck with us. If y'all don't, y'all don't. Because if
Let them tethers standing around watching that shit. Major no no.
Well, the
Major
thing
damn.
is that we're overrun with immigrants, right? So
Yeah,
like if you add like Haitians, Jamaicans, and everybody together, they're more than us. There's nothing we can do
I
about that.
know that.
But
Yes.
but the thing is that we see little shots that it's kind of like, I don't know if it's just, shots at the immigrants in New York, or as if it's shots at the FBA in New York. So it kind of makes me feel some type of way. So I feel like, if we're gonna do this, you know what I mean? If we're gonna do this together, we're gonna do this together. If we're gonna part ways and we can just do our reparations thing separate, we can do that also. Because sometimes, Tariq, it kind of feels like they kind of throwing shots at, the immigrants, but then again, it feel like they also throwing shots at the FBA in New York. And as far as I'm
I
concerned
don't.
right now,
I don't know who's doing that. So yeah, I don't know
no,
anything.
no, no. I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just,
Right.
I know you have a large platform, so I know if I speak on your platform, a lot of people are gonna hear it. So it's
Right.
not you. I'm just saying, we don't know, like the way y'all throwing it out there. We're not too sure how y'all doing it. So at the end of the day, you understand what I'm trying to say? We up here doing our thing. Y'all down there doing y'all thing. At the end of the day, yes, we overrun with immigrants because it's a whole bunch of nationalities up here. But at the end of the day, y'all fuck with us or y'all don't. I mean, what is it gonna be?
There you go. Thank you so much, sister. Much love. But yeah, no, I don't know anybody who's taking shots at the FBA family in New York. So yeah, that I'm not privy to that. But the thing is, we do have a problem with a lot of stuff that happens up there, and a lot of the tether classes just kind of stand around twiddling their thumbs. You dig? Not all, but we see what's going on again with that Jordan Neely situation. I mean, facts are facts. There were some quote unquote black people who were non FBA standing around during that situation. Not cool. They were standing around not doing nothing or saying nothing. That's just what it is, and that is not cool. And like we've been saying, that shit would not have gone down in an FBA town. Down in Montgomery, there would not be a situation where Jordan Neely or any black person got choked the hell out like that. And there's other black people standing around. This is what we're talking about. This is why we're saying, hey man, we need to look at the actions of all of these so-called black people who's looking black. But who are these people and why are certain things allowed to go down around certain quote unquote black folks? This is why we are delineating, and we're starting to see the delineation was necessary because a lot of the people who are putting in the work is us, and a lot of people who are allowing the bullshit to go on are non-FBAs. Even with the Montgomery situation, there's been a ton of videos by non-FBA people complaining. Why are these niggas beating up on white people? Oh, beating up on white people is not the answer. You know, we've seen some of that. We've seen a lot of it. And even some of the people in Hollywood, some of the FBAs in Hollywood, they're getting called out too. People got on Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans, I forgot what he said, but it was, you know, he said some questionable stuff about the Montgomery situation, and people called him out, and then he, you know, had to make a response video kind of cop and please. So nobody's getting a pass. Yeah, we're not just beating up on the non FBA sector. Even FBAs who are off code with the things they're saying, they're getting called out, and rightfully so. Let's get my sister Nikki in here. Nikki the God. Let's get Nikki in here. Miss Nikki, what's up, dear? Let's get Miss Nikki in. Miss Nikki, hop in, ma'am.
Hello, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, Nikki.
There's a couple things I
Go ahead.
want to bring up. I just want to say that we have every right to celebrate what happened in Montgomery. I don't see it as just symbolistic. It's something that we want to promote more Black people doing, not being afraid to stick together, not being afraid to just immediately get on cold without having to think about it. But
Yeah,
with that being said, I feel like we should all be on alert because white supremacy, they don't like to take L's. I found the system of white supremacy to be extremely passive aggressive. And to me, this means that
yeah,
they'll do things like in other aspects of life to like get back at people, whether it be like your doctor or the person handling your food or the banker with your handling your loan. I've just been noticing white people doing like extra aggressive things while I'm out doing my daily living my daily life. I even had someone follow me in a car because I went around them because they were just sitting in one spot, and I went around them. They got mad and honked at me and followed me for a long time. I'm not going to say on here how I dealt with it because I know how to protect myself. But what I'm saying is that we should be on alert because they like to do little things to get back at us. One more little thing.
yes, indeed. Go ahead.
Okay, one more thing I want to bring up. On my page, there's something about a Black baby who was decapitated during childbirth and how it was covered up. People keep saying, oh, well, it was a Black doctor who caused the baby to be injured. Well, first of all,
Was she a tether?
yes. Well, look at her last name is Saint something. I'm just going to keep it real. She worked in a hospital. She worked in a white hospital with white staff that's run by them. And a lot of times people do what they feel like they need to do to get by. So we still have like a crisis when it comes to Black infant mortality. And it's something that we should be aware of and try to get more people of our lineage to be our doctors and nurses. And that's all I have to say. Have a good day.
Thank you, dear. Real talk. Real talk. Let's